on. What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning to another episode of Right on Cue Podcast. As always, I'm your host, Logan Chestnut, the El Jefe of Right on Cue Podcast. That's right. I am the El Jefe of Right on Cue, and I am right on by myself. That's right, man. The rest of the crew were too busy for me tonight, but you know what? You get the main event right here. You skipping through the appetizer and entree and straight to dessert, because that's what I am. I'm too sweet, man. Too sweet. Damn near diabetic. No. God, I'm stupid. You can't leave me alone. No, guys. But hey, thank y'all for hanging out with us tonight, man. I know I did a just horrendous job today of letting everybody know who our guests are tonight. So if you're tuning in tonight, you're in for a treat because they are no slouch and definitely are well known on the circuit and in the universe. I'm putting it out there. So I'm excited. I'm super excited to get into it tonight, and I will here soon. But so I am sorry, guys. It's been a long day at work. I literally just got home, scarfed down some food, and want to come hang out with you guys because y'all are my people, and I get to talk to my barbecue brethren and every week, and it's one of my favorite times of the week. So I appreciate everybody hanging out with us tonight. But no. It's fun. So we got smoke on the shore. So Sipping Swan. I want to give my boy flowers. I told y'all the backyard scene down here in Alabama and Tennessee is no slouch. And prime example, first ever pro comp officially as a pro team. Shout out to my boy Brian from Electrocuted. Went down to Sipping Swan and kicked butt and took names. Got his first GC as a pro, and I mean, many more to come. The dude's a cooking machine. Shout out to Brian, and congratulations. Remember me when you get your name drawn for the Jack. I'm excellent at beer fetching and trash can duty. So I'm not above that. But yeah, no, I'm so excited for him. It just goes to show you, what preservation and just, putting the work in can do for you. So I'm excited to get my first shot at it. Not this weekend, the next weekend, I do believe. Smoke on the Shore, coming to you live and loud here in Lebanon, Tennessee. It's one of my favorite comps of the year, not only because it's 35 minutes from my house, it helps a lot, but also it's one of the, most well-run and well-rounded contests, and I won a record deal. That's right. I can't sing. It's the only record deal I'll ever get a chance to get. So if you guys are going to be at Smoke on the Shore, make sure to come see me and say, hey, I'll have my drone going, get some great footage, maybe doing some pop-up podcasts, maybe a little interview here or there. So if you guys want to come, at least come say hi. I'd love to talk to you. Love to say hey. I always love seeing our listeners. But so let's get back to the main course here. These people have been on TV, so they're superstars, TV stars, and fantastic team name, awesome people, great couple of people. So I am super excited to have them on tonight. So without further ado, let me bring on Rob and Amy from Rum Runners Barbecue. What's up, guys?
Hey.
I know I set y'all up high, so you can't let me down. No, man. Hey,
thanks for having us.
Absolutely. Thank you, Gay. I get you on the big screen. Thank you guys so much for coming on and spending an hour with me talking about my favorite thing, barbecue.
Absolutely, yeah.
I know. I have people ask me all the time, it's like, why'd you start a podcast? And I'm like, it's a way for me to talk competition barbecue with other fellow meat nerds. because you talk to barbecue to normal people, civilians, I'll call them, and they look at you like, yeah, okay, whatever. I like pulled pork, So
Right? Exactly.
definitely
They just
like
don't get it.
they don't get it. They just don't get it. But you guys do, and that's why I love having my guest on. And what's up, guys? Like I said, thank y'all so much for coming on. Like I said, I can't get my head straight. I usually have a co-partner to help me out, but I'm here by myself. So who knows where this is going to go
Get
tonight.
it together. Come on now.
Stop it. You stay awake. We'll call it even. No, I'm kidding. But guys, like I said, thank you so much. So for the people who don't know, kind of let's do the generic first podcast question on every podcast, kind of who you are, how you came about barbecuing, and where you're from.
We're from just outside Orlando, Florida, Altamont Springs. And how we got into barbecue is we actually threw a party. And I have an old offset smoker out back. And I was cooking all kinds of meat and stuff. And one of the couples there actually knew somebody in barbecue. Said, hey, you need to meet up with these guys. And then we ended up cooking together for about a year. And he moved away to another state, and then Rum Runners was born from there. So we started it off, 2017, I think. It's somewhere in there.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
The name came up in a farmer's market parking lot.
Yeah, she said, you like a lot of rum, so maybe we should be called Rum Runners. So
I was going to ask, I'm like, I mean, when you first started off, were you more of a drinking team than a cooking team, or how did it go?
No.
We were.
Well, I mean, we weren't scared of it, that's for sure. I mean, you never threatened us with a good time, but at some point we actually started taking it serious. We had to, otherwise we just keep spending money and going home broke, and we're still broke. But
you sound like me. It's like barbecue and competition barbecue and Disney has the same effect. You just mess around and go broke. And
oh yeah,
exactly.
Disney, you're just throwing the Benjamins out.
Yeah,
man, they make it rain. They make it rain. I told my wife, we took our kids to Disney 3 years ago. I said, honey, we could have went to Spain or seen the actual Eiffel Tower and balled out a lot better than we did here. And like we didn't even stay like the Polynesian or the Grand Lodge or nothing like that. Like we stayed at the Dolphin, which is still a Disney. It's a nice hotel, but it's still associated. But it's like you're kissing cousins. You're not exactly like can't have like the tram go in there. But
I think about the Alaskan cruises that you can go on and see God's country up there.
Yeah, I saw
probably less than going to
probably cheaper.
Dude, yeah, I told my wife, she got so excited she saw some of the princesses. I'm like, honey, that's not the actual princesses, right? And then,
fine now.
I'm like, it's just essentially grown-ups and earmuffs kids. If you're listening to this, it's it's essentially like their Halloween characters, right? And she goes, "Shut up, now it's the experience." I'm like, I know, okay,
it is an experience, though.
I can't say nothing though, because when I went to Harry Potter world, I nerded out. I got my wand. I got my wand. I got my butter beer. I bought every trinket I possibly could, and I don't care.
Were you doing spots where you go up?
Bippity boppity booping that thing. Let's go.
Exactly.
On my way to the bar. So Universal is like Disney, but with drinks, because they don't have the wholesomeness to it.
But that's why I like Epcot, though. So we went there last year.
Yeah, Epcot
was fun. Yeah, and I like Star Wars. Like you like Harry, I like Star Wars. So dude, I was in awe.
Yeah, dude, I'm definitely a big Star Wars fan myself. So like it's incredible like how intricate all the designs and stuff are, like all that. So we're like I said, I told you earlier, we're going here in a couple weeks, 3 weeks to the Disney cruise, the new ship. So it's the Disney Wish. And they got a Star Wars bar, it's like the actual
the cantina,
So I told my wife,
the little bug eyes,
right?
Yeah,
that's
I know they're going to be $26 drinks, and I don't care. Right? I'm getting all the Star Warsy foo-foo-y stuff there is.
Oh, you got to.
It's the total experience at that point. Yeah.
Yeah, the great like PT Barnum has nothing on Walt Disney. Like PT Barnum gets you on the older side. Walt Disney got you from a baby.
Mm-hmm.
Once you get that core memory dot money, people go nuts. People go
Oh
nuts.
yeah.
But anyways, back to barbecue. I get on my sound tantrum, so I apologize. You get me on Harry Potter and Star Wars. I mean, that's a whole other show.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a whole other show. It's like
Call for
nerds.
days.
Nerds after dark.
Nerds gone wild.
That's right. Nerds gone wild. I think that's what they call Vanderbilt students. No, but back to barbecue. So you kind of got barbecue. What year did you get started in?
I think originally it was like 2015. We did the backyard thing, and then we were probably there like a year and a half or so. And then when my buddy moved away, I ended up. That's when we started Rum Runners. So it had to be right around 2017, and we jumped right into pro. We went straight into the fire.
I got you.
And yeah, we got burned a lot.
Just went in the deep end.
Isn't it funny? Like, you know, you're king of the grill, you know, in your backyard, and everybody thinks you're the best barbecue I ever had. I mean, who hasn't heard that? And then you're like me, you go cook against like Paul and Lennon and Robert and all them, like they're real pros, and then you just get your teeth kicked in for the first few contests. Most of us do, not all of us. Brian, I'm looking at you. Congratulations. But yeah, like I got my teeth kicked in so many times the first year specifically. Just kind of figuring it out. Like I thought I knew what it was, and it's with KCBS more so than some of the other sanctioning bodies. I mean, it's that tenderism. It's all about that tenderism that you're after, and it's something that it took me a while. I was a slow learner, let's say.
Yeah, we're probably not far behind you on that one for sure, because it took us a little while to kind of start figuring out a little bit, and it helped with all the classes that are available. You know, even when we started, I was talking to somebody the other day about this. Even when we started, there wasn't still that many people out there doing classes, but there was still quite a few.
Mm-hmm.
So we took Jim Elser's. That was the first class from Sweet Smoke Q.
Yep.
And we competed primarily FBA. So his class is kind of geared towards FBA. But as kind of things went on after that, we started taking a few like Sterling and Ferg would come to Orlando to do the half classes and stuff like that. We took several of those to, you know, make it a one class. We took Robbie Royals and stuff. So we kind of like started piecing stuff from each one, not necessarily recipes, but techniques and how to do things and
just make it our own.
Yeah.
Because that's what you really got to do. You got you don't want to necessarily copy some, because you can have someone else's exact recipes, everything that they do step by step, and you can still not do it exactly like them, because there is going to be one little thing that they do different that you just can't necessarily see. So you just take everything from, you know, all the information. It's like learning anything else. You take all the information, put it together, and then come up with your own stuff, you know, your own style, and, you know, what works. And then you just trial and error. Okay, this doesn't work, so out the door goes, you know, bring something else in. And then you figure out your kind of your groove, and you get in it, and then kind of stay there and till it evolves again, and then, you know, you're back at it again, because it's an ever evolving
and you're making
hobby. I think
you're making those minor tweaks. You know, you're not really at this point now. You've kind of got established, so you just now start making minor tweaks of things. You know, and talking with Brad from Getting Basted not too long ago, and he's like, you know, as long as the flavor, we're all on the same spot pretty much. You know, as long as you're not turning in something crappy, you know, tasting, you know, you'll be good. You know, I mean, it's all about tenderness now. So that's what we've been concentrating on, is all the tenderness.
Absolutely, all about that tenderism. No, I mean, you're exactly right. I feel like so that was a big thing for me to overcome initially in my barbecue career was. Because I'm sure you guys are the same way. Like, you cook the first comp, you do okay on one meat, you do decent on another meat, you just tank on another meat, and you're like, all right, that's it, total rewrite. Let's just blow it all up, start over again. And that's what like the big pros and the winners and stuff that I learned as the more I do this and the higher kind of up you go, is you realize it's not about you don't big tweak everything. You don't blow it up unless it's tanked all year. It's the minor tweaks. Once you get your program or whatnot going on, it's all about the minor tweaks. And really, I mean, how many contests in a row do you have to kind of, see substandard, results to where you're like, let's look at our notes and let's, maybe make a tweak here, a little something there.
I'd probably say 4 or 5 at minimum, but even then, it's like, the way the judging is, like, even this past weekend, we had 3 top 10s, and then pork.
Yeah, just
it was 22nd, and then, I'm looking at the score sheet, and I've got, so Florida's got halves too, so it's like 10, 9.5, 9, I think 8.5, 8, all that. So we had all the way across the board 10, 9.5, 9s, and then we got one judge just went 9, 9, 8, and I'm like, wait a second, that just threw us way out of the loop. You're like so far from what the other judges were scoring on, and that was the same pork. I mean, that I turned in 2 weeks ago in Haines City, and it was nice. I don't know. So
it's hard. It's kind of it gets.
We get frustrated with it.
Yeah,
sure.
Frustrated because you work so hard at it, and sometimes when you.
I'm not knocking all the judges, so if there's any judges listening, we're not knocking.
No, definitely not.
Just
shout out like judges.
A rogue score just seems like it's weird,
But it's you want to turn in your best, and you think you have, and most of the time when you think that it's this is the best, oh my gosh, this is the greatest one we've done, it totally tanks. But when you think it's the total crap and you're like, this sucked, it's not good at all, then that's when you end up getting a call.
Yeah, I don't get that.
That's
that works every time. Every time.
Just about, yeah.
We did not like pork in Haines City at all. It was like, I was like, oh, this is so far off.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden we're, I think, 8th or 9th or whatever.
Yeah, we didn't like our brisket.
I was like, how'd that happen? And this weekend, so brisket was like a little fiasco. So somehow, like, my bark wasn't there anymore, like after coming out of wrap. And I floated like everybody else is doing from like the barbecue league and all that. So I flipped it over and I looked at it and the bark's gone. So I just re-seasoned it and put sauce on it and got it back on the smoker to set up and everything before we go to box. Well, the thing was so far over, like I was like having to use my knife to pick it up and put it in the box. And so we're sitting at awards, and then all of a sudden, here goes. Sorry, I just saw that one. So we're sitting at awards, and they called up the top 5, and we got called. Like 3 other teams were laughing. We were laughing because I was going through like a fiasco with it. So,
Dude,
so I don't know. I can't figure out judges.
No one can. But no, like the thing is, like, anytime I talk to my friends, because you do the same. We all do the same thing. Like when we get done our final turn in, you clean up, take a second, and then you go talk to everybody. Right? You make your rounds, and then first thing you're like, first thing question always. And I hate asking because I'm like, they're gonna lie to me, or I'm just going to be pissed off when they say it was the worst stuff I ever. I burnt the thing. I'm like, shit, he just won. Like, you see those certain guys, you're like, man, I dropped the brisket. I'm like, great, the grass is going to be the season that finishes.
But drop meat wins.
Yeah,
so that you can't. That's like a thing.
Hashtag vegan judges, man. They like that grass stains.
Well, extra fiber,
yeah, that's right. Anytime it's like, and have you ever? I'm sure you have, and I'm sure it scares you too. You ever cook something and you're like, and you try it and you're like, that's the best dang chicken I ever ate, and then you're like, I'm not saying it out loud though, because like I feel like if you put that into the atmosphere, like how was it? I've done it for. I'm like, man, that's the best chicken I did at the Royal, and my chicken's been pretty consistently top 10 most contests we go to. At least get a call, and I literally went to the Royal. I'm like, all right, man, we got this. I'm gonna get a top 20. In Royal, it's like whatever you get a top 20, that's a solid call.
Oh yeah.
And then
probably if you get a top 50, it's a solid.
yeah, exactly. And it was like, I whenever I didn't hear my name, whatever. I'm like, well, I got to be close. This is gonna be decent. And then like you check the scores out there, and you're like,
Still going.
Yeah,
Still going.
Yeah.
shit. It's like what happened? It's like this is supposedly the same judges that have been judging you all. Some of the same judges have been judging you all year, and you cook the same food. And that's the one downside and frustrating side about competition barbecue. It's not like basketball. It's not like football or pickleball where there's points on a board and there's if you're the best player or you have the best technique, you're guaranteed going to win more times than not. It has a human error into it. We're playing to a bunch of different palates. Like I guarantee Rob, Amy, like me, you go out to dinner and we go to the nicest restaurant you guys go to, and we all order your favorite meal. All three of us are going to have different opinions if I put us in a room,
Oh yeah.
And there's no real like consistency of it's you can cook the same thing week after week because like you said, it's human nature, human error. You're gonna it's everybody has a different taste. They have the guidelines, but the taste is, they may not necessarily know what they're tasting, and they'll call it something different. Oh, it's it's this taste, but it was really something else, and it doesn't
Unknown
make any
flavor.
sense to you, right? Unknown flavor,
Yeah.
or you get a chemical flavor, and you're like, there's no way there was any kind of chemical, but it's just it's inconsistent as far as like you said, there's not that. You're getting this every single time, like with basketball or whatever.
I mean, you can get pretty consistent with tenderness and stuff, but it's you still have like different factors that come into play, I think.
Yeah. Well, it's not only that; it's really hard because, like I said, it's not only do we have 6 random people eating our food with 6 different palates. We're also cooking. We're cooking different parts. Like all the meat aren't equal. Like you go to a contest and you bring 4 butts and 5 racks of ribs. I don't know how many you cook or whatever. I'm just using this for instance. Like that's 4 different animals that you're cooking all those different meats from. And like you said, I mean, you could cook them the same, you can sauce them the same, you can season them the same, and I promise you, not a single one of them is going to taste like the other one.
Nope.
And it drives me nuts. And sometimes it's funny. You see the ones you're like, yeah, you always have one. It's like, yeah, that's my throwaway piece, or that's kind of my pro piece, or something like that. And then at the end of the day, it never fails. That's the one that just is awesome.
Right.
And it kills me every single time. So I want to kind of transition that, talking about kind of your competition cooks. First off, like what equipment do you use to cook on? So what kind of smokers are we using?
We're running 4 cotton gin smokers, drums.
Okay. You got the Reaper?
Yep.
No, not
one.
One harvester.
One harvester, and
Harvester.
then I can't remember what the old school one is. It's got the little stubbies on the bottom. I love those.
Oh, you got one too?
Yep.
So,
I love those.
Dude, so I talked to Matt. So we are one. So you have one, I have one. There's only 5 in existence.
Well, I've got 3.
You got 3 of those?
Yeah, I've got 3 of the stubbies.
We corner the market. Me and him's got the market. We're setting the market. I was talking to Matt. He was on a pod before, and he was telling me about those. I'm like, and I just saw that he's bringing them back. He said he quit doing them because everybody was getting the Reaper or the Harvester.
Yeah, I can't remember what the name of the one with the stubbies, because he stopped, like you said, he stopped making it a long time ago.
Yeah, I think it's the Reaper. Yeah, so
Reaper,
the Reaper and the Harvester. But so now I know where the rest of them are. So me and you, we can set the market, man. We got the collector's items.
Right.
They're good cookers. Like I like them. The airflow is good, and it was like one I learned on. I really enjoy them.
Yeah.
And then,
I like the fact too. Like if you can like turn your drum, and right where the wind's coming in, so you can just turn it just a smidge, and then you got the wind coming right inside one of the intakes.
Oh, you can fire them things up quick.
Oh yeah.
You get the wind. But yeah, no, I like those. So what is it? I ask a lot. Obviously, drums is a super popular way of cooking now, but what is it about drums that you feel like give you all the best chance of success? Or what is it about the flavors that you get off the drums that you feel like it's a winning combination?
We've kind of gone through the whole gamut because I mean, we had a deep south smoker. We really started with the offset and figured out that's not the way to go. And I call it the fridge. It never got over 250. And then we went on to a deep south and stuff like that. So we did some eggs, you know, and then finally ended up with the drums. And what I like about the drums is just they're just lightweight. They're easy to move. You can beat them up and they're going to still cook, you know. So, and like that deep south was so heavy that pulling it in and out of the trailer was just a beast.
And you can pretty much.
I loved it though. I mean, it was an awesome cooker, but it's just heavy.
Do you have the 42? That's because I started
the mailbox one.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a smaller cabinet one.
Yeah.
Had like 4 racks and everything, but it was just heavy. It's just
so hard.
Yeah, we started on that too. Our first year, we cooked on my buddies. He had a deep south, but you know, we talk about this on the show. It's kind of trendy. Like barbecue's kind of trendy, you know, because back when you first started off, I'm sure a lot of people were cooking with cabinet smokers, either assassins or deep souths, or you know, all the what's the other dude? Stumps. Yeah, Stumps.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull back some memories here. But yeah, I mean that was like the go-to. It was like that or offsets is the primary two you saw, and now it's all transitioned.
I think because of the way the drums cook now, I mean you can still kind of run them a little bit with the diffuser. You kind of run them, you know, where you have a little bit of a like that convection and all that, and then you can run them like a grill too, you know, with nothing in the bottom, you know, except a water pan, you know.
It is fun to see how it has, like, since we've started, you know, to see how it has evolved into, you know, the changes that have come about, that, you know, just the different equipment, or, you know, like the gadgets and the techniques and even the technology. And, you know, I mean, you can control something from your phone now and, you know, be off somewhere else and cooking at home. It's just
could be duck hunting and changing temp and everything. And
yeah, so I mean, it's really cool to me. I think to be able to see just the different stuff that's happening, and knowing that, like, there's still probably so much more to come. And you know, it's like, but yet, you know, to still be able to. That's why I feel like we're very versatile cookers, that like we can go old school, we can go with the technology, like to be able to adapt to whatever it is, whatever situation. Right, because I mean that's kind of what we do. Just
especially when you fly, so you're barbing equipment, you know, so you have to kind of adjust a little bit.
Yeah. So, what is your opinion? Like I said, I mean, do you guys like to use technology in barbecuing? Because you know you have the purists. There's two. I feel like there's two kind of ends of the spectrum. You have the purist, which is like, you know,
back and forth with it. I mean,
it depends on how much sleep you want.
Yeah, I mean, there are times that I've run even a drum kind of almost like low and slow, like 250, you know. So I've put a fan on it before and a flame boss and just let it rip, you know, at 250 overnight, you know. And we've done that on several occasions. We do an expo down in South Florida that we actually go for People's Choice, and then we can sell product there and everything. So that it's kind of like a win-win, you know. You go compete and sell product, and we'll cook they supply the meat, and so we'll cook it overnight, and we'll just go to the hotel, and then alarm goes off. I'll just get up, and the hotel is literally like 5 minutes away. I'll just go and check everything, make sure everything's good. So I mean, it's got some advantages for sure. I like cooking old school, you know, controlling the vents and everything. So what's a fan?
All right. Well, a reason why I bring that up is because, you know, you get a lot of hate with pellet grills, right? We've all heard a lot of hate when it comes to pellet grills, and I like pellet grills. I think they serve a fine purpose in barbecue. But what is the difference, in your opinion, between somebody running a pellet grill and then somebody running a can with a fan, you know, a barbecue guru on it? Because essentially it's serving the same purpose. It's set and forget and fan control versus.
For me, it's the same. I would think. Yeah. You know, you're still
controlling
the airflow.
I've gotten darn near drunken fist fights over that thing because people make fun of me because I used to run a big pellet grill. I'm like, it's the same thing as what you're doing. He goes, no, it's not. I'm running a can. It's a live fire. Blah blah blah. And I'm like, you got a fan on it, buddy. You push those little buttons on there, and it says 290, doesn't it?
It's got a blower still controlling it. So,
I said, I'll do the same thing. It just went, yeah.
Or pull your phone out and you're.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, granted, the flavor profile, it'll be a little different because it's more of a offset versus a direct flame, kind of controlling. But
I think you get better flavor off drums for sure.
Yeah, I would agree. I'll tell you what, though. There's not a prettier rib to me than a pellet grill rib. I think they would do great color. But that's just my opinion.
I don't think I've ever done ribs on it. Well, I guess here at home, maybe.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
But we don't really care what it looks like. We just want to eat.
Yeah, with that.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so different for at home for dinner. It's people say, "Oh, do you cook like this all the time?"
Nope.
God, no, no. During the week, it is okay. What grill can we get going the fastest because we have like this amount of time?
We think on a pellet grill a lot during the middle of the week for sure.
Sure, it's so easy and there's no cleanup and nothing like that. It's just nice. It's nice and easy. So I mean, at home, pellet grill is supreme in my opinion, just because of ease of use and like you said, you don't have to stay over a hot fire and entertain. You could set it and forget it and come back and check it out. And
and you can
it
even
doesn't cut into
weather-wise.
drinking.
Oh. Yeah, exactly. Weather-wise too, because here, we get those seasons where it's it's just nothing but rain. You can still go out and do pellet grill. You don't have to worry about the chimney and all that. And so
the switch.
Yep.
Absolutely. No, but yeah, that's one thing I always want to talk about because pellet grills get a lot of hate. But I know a lot of people that use them, and I don't know. I love playing devil's advocate because that's one of my guilty pleasures. I don't know if you guys ever do it, but I have like a burner account that I'll go on some of these barbecue forums on Facebook and be like, I'm like, pellet grills kick ass. Offsets are for babies, for old boomers. And I just watch the hate roll in. I'm like, yes.
So that's who you are.
Yeah,
you're that guy.
Maybe no. That is one of my guilty pleasures is anonymous drama. I love having stupid barbecue fights online. My burner account. Whatever. It's just pure entertainment. It's like my wife watches Bravo. I'm like, whatever. It's for the drama. That's all it's for.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It's barbecue drama.
Drama.
Yeah. No. Spreading. Yeah. Hate and discontent. That's me. No. So that's cool. So you're cooking on drums. Like, what is kind of like? What's your rig setup? So do you guys have a trailer, or do you guys kind of go hot? Like what's kind of that look like? Let's do MTV cribs for barbecue.
MTV cribs. We got a 7x16 just small trailer.
Okay.
We built it out, put table, cabinet, one cabinet in a toolbox and stuff like that, and then
I got a bunk and
a shelf.
My new sink.
Yeah, I put a sink in.
Yeah.
Bougie.
Yeah.
I know. He built a sink out for me. I was like, oh my God, this is the best.
Speaking of your love language there, so was it Valentine's Day? What's going on with that, man? Forget flowers. I want a sink.
Exactly, right? Just build out the barbecue sink for me so I don't have to do dishes in a bucket or something,
Yeah, so I mean, we got AC. We got a little space heater if we need it. So
sure. That's awesome. Well, I mean, so did you cook? So what, I know you talked about FPL. But what sanctioning bodies do you guys primarily kind of like to stay in? Because Florida, they have, their own, is it FPL? Is that what's called?
FPA, yeah.
FPA, my apologies.
Yeah.
And then KCBS.
Yeah. KCBS it's got a lot of comps down here.
We ventured into the GBA.
We've done the MBN.
MBN, yeah. And then, of course, you got your SCA.
Yeah.
Is CBA made it down there yet?
No. I heard they've hit in the Northeast. They did a comp up there or something like that, and then it'd been nice to have them down here. So
yeah, So what is like the flavor profile you looking like in the Florida Barbecue Association? Like, is it more like CBA style, or is it more KCBS, or is it
It's
Sweet Baby Ray
diabetes.
style?
It's
Diabetes.
diabetes.
Well, no, I'm talking about more so like the tender level. Like, is it fall off the
Oh,
bone?
it's
Is
all
it-
the same. I think it's the same everywhere, tender wise, but
Yeah.
your flavor is all like super sweet.
Sure. Well, I mean, CBA, they literally want that thing to fall off the bone, and like it's all pork and
No.
knife.
Yeah, I think IBCA, BCA, and CBA all are like judges off the street. I think
Yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
they are.
so.
So yeah, so
yeah.
they'll want the like in a
Yeah,
restaurant. You
they'll
want
want
your
it.
rib
Yeah,
fall off the
overcooked
bone.
for the most part.
But no, here it's
Take
it's
it to the brink of it. for
yeah
sure.
the nice just bite through to where it doesn't fall apart.
Yeah, FBA and GBA and KCBS that I know of all are
Same
pretty
thought
all
process.
certified.
That's
Certified judges, and they all are pretty in the same standard, I guess you'd say.
I got you.
Mhm.
That's one thing I like about I love CBA. I talked to a lot of Texas people on here, and I love the whole. I feel like the social aspect of it, and kind of like the festival kind of party side of it. You know, they do the walk up songs at everyone. It's
Mhm.
That's pretty cool.
a bunch of Texas people, and just hanging out, and like I like that part of it. The tenderness thing is, I like the KCBS kind of tenderness scale because you know what I mean. Because I feel like anybody can cook fall off the bone, food. It's that,
Oh, yeah.
that I hate it, but I love it about the KCBS kind of swing. You know, it's something. It's like it takes a little bit of skill to. It takes a lot of skill to get it to that
Yeah.
tenderism point.
Mhm.
Yeah, I agree with that for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's kind of talk. Like I said, you guys. Hey, I got balloons.
I know. I saw the balloons going on. Like, what's going on?
No, I'm like a living Banksy painting. But no. So let's talk about kind of like your barbecue experience. Tell me one, because everybody's got on. Give me one screw up barbecue story that turned out good. You know, that one you're like, you have a grease fire. Did you throw pork money mussels in a trash can and take them out and turn them back in like I did? I mean, what?
Backyard one. When we dropped the ribs in Haines City.
Yeah.
We dropped all the rice and ribs on the ground
Before they were like cooked, they were still raw.
So we triple rinsed
that's not as
them.
bad as the other.
Yeah,
And that's literally like taking tweezers and picking out the pieces of
ended up
ended up getting a call.
Yeah, I think we're like third or fourth or something like that.
That's great. I'm over here thinking of the judges, like if you dropped in like gravel, like you judging that like unknown flavor, and like that's asphalt.
It's a new seasoning. It's a new rub, Yeah. Get your Heinz 57. Now we got 57 stone. Yeah.
Exactly. Sorry, Jason. Yeah, fork tender, not fall at the bone. My apologies. Potato.
But we've done the turn in the wrong, when we first.
We have done that, yeah.
I think it was ours.
That was our very first comp.
one. Yeah,
First pro comp.
Pro.
We were so nervous and stuff, and we just turned in chicken and fixing to do ribs, and for some reason I started working on money muscle, just kind of messing with it, and then this long before I even really knew what I was doing.
We didn't have a trailer. We literally had like
we were out of the tent,
and a table, and that was about it.
So I started working on it. So I just went ahead and boxed it while I was doing it, and I just turned it in for ribs.
Yeah. And luckily they brought it back to us. So we just put it in the Canberra.
Just put it in the Canberra. We had Canberra, turn it in next.
And we didn't come in last in pork.
Nope.
Yeah, I've done that before.
Yeah. And now we have, it's like everything's written on our board, and like it's
cross it off.
Check it off.
Now
That's next.
Now I have it.
Isn't it funny? I missed turning. Yeah, like I missed turning one time. My good friends from Smoky Bees, they gave me this big Flavor Flav clock that now I wear it every comp. You see me at a comp, you'll see me with it on. And that's like a reminder. Like I'm always one like when my partner I'm like, hey, let's go. Let's turn it in. Let's go. I don't care about pictures. Let's go. I'm like, it's a box, not an Instagram model. Let's go. I get stuck in that. kind of aspect. Because I mean, we're all taking pictures of our food because I think it's just vanity at this point. It's just like, look how pretty it is. Because I mean, really, honestly, what feedback can you like get from a box pic besides just like, look at me?
Other than the way it looks, I mean, yeah.
There's nothing different.
Even though
it
may look, like it may look horrible, it still will score well.
That always makes me. Are you guys like me? Like I love seeing people win, and I'm always I want to see people succeed, especially me. But like, you ever go online and everybody does it immediately after a pick? That's the first thing I do. I go on and I see everybody's that's cooked at the contest. They post their pictures and they say their thing, blah blah blah. And then I'm over here like I feel like a little high school senior girl looking at other girls like prom dresses. I'm like, mine's prettier than that. Mine's prettier than that. How did they win with that picture?
Oh, yeah.
I know you guys are doing that.
How did you know?
Yeah, y'all done that with your private messages to other friends. Like you had a great cook and you bombed and you sent somebody like, you get a picture of this and what won?
Our brisket this past weekend.
Yeah, we had two things: our brisket and our chicken.
It had ripped on one side of it.
Yeah.
And had like a hole in it. I'm like,
no, it wasn't a hole. It was a chunk. There was missing out. So like it was supposed to be curved.
I'm like, I'm not changing it now. There's no way. I'm not messing with it. It's going like that. Send it.
It got 5th place.
Yeah,
of course.
And then our chicken, we had, it
was puddle because FBA doesn't have greenery, so that's the biggest difference between KCBS and FBA. Even though like all the tenderness and profiles are all the same, but I had puddling in a box because I had messed with the chicken too much. So I went ahead and redunked and put them in. And I don't know, we were 8th or 9th in chicken, something like that. So I don't know.
10th in chicken, yeah.
It was a 10th in chicken? Yeah, 10th in chicken. So
yeah.
I was like, I don't get it. So, because I thought I was going to get dinged for the puddling and everything like that. But
apparently a judge thought it was a nice box. So
yeah, all of them gave good appearance scores. It was weird.
Isn't it funny though? It's like the boxes you've turned in are gorgeous. You're like, this is a beautiful box, and then you got an 8 in appearance or something like or I got a 7 in appearance. I'm like, are you high? Like, I'm like an 8. I can kind of understand.
I don't think you should ever have anything lower than that. There shouldn't be any 8s either. I mean, if you took the time to actually put the box together and you could see that the pit master actually, put everything in with care, wants it to look good.
And it doesn't look
like be a 10 every day.
And it doesn't look like you dropped it off of a 2-story building. You know, I mean,
we've seen those boxes before too.
I had a buddy of mine, literally, he built this kale box upside down, and he turned in his meat, and they brought it back to him. So the clamshell was upside down.
Yeah, the lid was he had the lid as the bottom.
Yeah, exactly. And he went to turn it in, and he didn't realize it until he turned it in. They're like, "Oh, we can't accept this." And so he like ran back, literally took the meat out, flipped the box, put the meat back in, turned it in. He still beat me, and that made me so mad.
Oh, I bet.
He's a hell of a cook, but he still beat me. I'm like, I hate you. And that just like led me to believe like ugly meat wins. Like I see people that taking so much care and stuff on these kale boxes and stuff.
Yeah.
And I literally see people like, and I'm think I'm fair here and not giving away any trade secrets, but like, Schaefer or some of the guys' classes I've taken, they literally do the hibachi method on freaking kale, throw it in a box, put the meat in and turn it in.
I think Sterling opens up a bag of kale and just dumps it in.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like,
I can't do that. Like I'm sitting there, I'm doing like rosettes with the kale and like the parsley. I'm like
snapping it in perfect, getting tight. Yeah.
It's hard because I have to stop myself sometimes and be like, okay, stop. It's not going to be 100% perfect.
That's what
I want it to be.
I always tell her though, I'm like, I'm fixing to put meat on top of it.
I know.
It's not gonna matter. As long as the sides look pretty.
He does it all the time, and I'm like, but I want it to look nice. Hold on, there's one little spot.
You're not gonna see it.
Not gonna see it. Like, okay, so I just spent an hour doing this because I want it to be perfect, and you're gonna cover it all up.
All right. So, hey, I mentioned y'all. I'm gonna try to shig a little bit from you. So here's my shigging portion. Just forewarned. And we're talking about boxing strategy. All right. Let's talk boxing strategy. So, so obviously, y'all do thighs or legs?
Legs. Well, we do both, but I mean, lately we've been doing legs. Probably
Legs.
about the last five or six comps.
Okay. So I think everybody box chicken, whatever. That's not so much, but I think strategy comes into place with ribs. So ribs, I think a lot of people like, although now it's more popular, the 5-1 kind of show bone or whatnot.
Yeah.
But when you're doing the 4-4 stacked, right? That's the prettiest. I feel like that's the prettiest box you can do is a 4-4 stack. Unless you can do 6 bones across. That's really pretty. That's rare. 4-4 stack. So say, how many racks of ribs do you guys cook at a comp?
Between 4 and 5. 5 on average, probably.
4 and 5. Okay. So usually you have what, two money racks, right? The rest of them are kind of meh.
Yeah. And typically, we'll have like at least 2 or 3 good racks for sure, where we get like 3 bones out of each.
Right. So are you guys like that? Like to get a full box, so you got the 4 on the bottom. Do you guys? I always heard like put your the top rack's gotta be your money rack, right? That's the one that is the best, your best flavored rack, and the bottom ones put the 2 best ribs you got out of those on the ends because that's where they're normally going to grab. Do you guys think that, or do you guys just kind of be like boop boop, or do you have like a money rack that you always have on top? Or
I just throw them in there.
Yeah,
like I don't even
how
think about it
best
because I know we've done some of the local rib challenges around here and stuff like that. We've judged them. I reach in and grab the rib from wherever I feel like it, so there's no like thought pattern to it.
Reason to it, just
so
I mean, some people may,
but I've heard people like they try to like line up their meat in certain patterns, and even like turn-in times. I've seen people like talk about turn-in times when you should turn in and stuff. But
oh yeah, you have the people that'll
honestly, I don't really get too crazy about it. I like to turn in with like all the good guys, and be on the good table with them, because my theory behind it is if they get, say, Schaefer's or Brad's rib, they love it. They're already happy. They get to mine, oh, this is a good rib too, and then I'm gonna get a little bit better score. If you get on a table with like, I'm gonna say like a vendor or something that just doesn't care and just
you
throws.
can say small batch. That's me. It's fine. You got
no.
No, it's fine.
But,
it's fine, Rob. It's fine.
Down here, some of the vendors cook, and they just, they're there to vend and make money, so they just throw ribs in from wherever. I don't want to be on that table,
Yeah.
I know that might sound kind of terrible, but I like to be on the table with the good guys, and then, like I said, I don't really think about I don't know. Have you ever thought about it, like putting meat in certain orders and stuff?
No, we usually just try to make it look good to where it's not, like you got a snaggle tooth and
But I like the 4 bone, like the 8 and 8, and I've even like crisscrossed them so they kind of at an angle. It looks kind of cool too.
Nice. Another thing, so we talked about turn-in times, people are strategic turn-in times. I'm one of those people just because I like a lot of time for pork. So like for my chicken, I'm the first one on the table. Like I want, as soon as that's 5 minutes till noon, I'm 11:55. I'm turning that thing in because then I want to set myself up for ribs to be early. Because pork, I feel like pork takes the longest for us.
We were running late on pork and brisket this last comp.
So. Yeah, I think everything else I turned in right at the beginning. And
yeah, but yeah, I agree. Like I like especially chicken because I think you get it in right at the front of the window. Man, these judges are ready to score.
They're hungry, man. They're hungry, baby. Feed the people.
So I agree with it. If I can, I always try to turn it at the front of the windows for all of them. But I don't have a strategy behind that by any means.
Yeah, that's fair.
Maybe I should get one. I don't know.
So
maybe that's a problem.
I think you guys do pretty good. Pretty good. Not bad. No. So when you're talking, like, how many contests you guys do a year?
On average, I think probably about 10 or 12, probably. I think we've done as high as like 16 or 17. last year was kind of an anomaly. She lost her job, so we kind of just scaled way back. And did a lot more local stuff. We did stuff with the shed, stuff like that. But I think like right now we're on a run.
We're every other weekend until May, I think.
Until May. So yeah, we're
it's
making up for lost time.
Yeah.
I get it. I'm itching. Like I was the same kind of thing last year. Like I moved and started a new job. So like I had to scale way back, from what I normally like to do. I kind of like shifted more to hired gun kind of situation to kind of help out because I didn't have time to do my own stuff. I just miss it, man. I love competition bar. I love my people. I feel like I'm sure you guys are the same. Like the barbecue community and kind of it's your people. You see every weekend, and that's something I cherish more than even.
It's good to be back for sure. Because I mean, like you said, you miss the camaraderie, sitting around and BSing some, and plus the local smack talk, with your friends and stuff. Like,
it's awesome.
So yeah.
All right. So I want to go ask you another question. So we have the unwritten rules of barbecue etiquette, we should say. So Friday night, what time should music be turned off?
I know sometimes like when we did compete last year, we slept in the trailer, which is not normal for us because sometimes we just go to a hotel.
Sure.
But so we don't hear the music anymore.
Yeah. But when we are in the trailer, it's like
11 at least.
11.
Yeah.
I think that's fair. That lets people party.
Don't make me have to come out of the trailer at 2-3 o'clock in the morning and tell you need to turn the crap down. Because I will. Actually. Because if I have to get up early, I need some sleep, and so it's be courteous.
For the longest time too, we tried. Our son cooks as well, so he's now 14. But when he was definitely younger, especially in the wintertime, we didn't want him sleeping in the trailer and having to try to run a heater all night to keep us warm and stuff. So we did a lot of hotel stays,
Sure.
So.
We've just gotten bougie. That's all.
Yeah, I got bougie.
Y'all some bougie people. Hey, there's nothing better though than a barbecue contest and a hot shower, right?
Oh yes.
It's up there with my favorite things.
I think this weekend has probably been one of our favorite events of all time.
Yes.
Because we had a cabin and a golf cart.
Oh.
And so we would go from the cabin to the site.
I've never experienced a barbecue competition.
And turned in with the golf cart.
It was amazing. We were like, wait. Oh yeah.
We were loving this. I'm like, we're coming back at this one.
We go back to the cabin, get a shower. We're like kind of just chilling for a minute, and then we go to awards. And I'm like, this is what it feels like to smell good.
And awards for next to our cabin too. So it's like perfect.
Oh. It was amazing. Like my whole entire attitude was like, I don't care if I lose or not. I feel so good.
Well, I could.
You know what? Come on now. To a point. That feeling was really great. Of like a shower.
That shower or something else.
You're like Jack Nicholson in that Adam Sandler movie. It's like, what's it? Wonderful, happy people or whatever, just walking around singing, I feel pretty, I feel witty, I feel pretty and witty and wise. No, I'm the same way. Like we cooked the Royal this previous year, and that blizzard they had. I don't know, were you guys there?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's our new baseline.
Where it's like 20 degrees or something like that.
Oh my God, it's so miserable.
And the wind whipping through.
Yeah, so like after I got done with the award ceremony that night, and I was super excited to see Paul and Lynn win. We went back to the hotel, and I was like, "You guys, dude, I took a long enough shower that I haven't since I was like a high schooler. It was one of those like high school boy showers. I was in there for a good 15 minutes, just the hot water, just like
falling out.
That's exactly what it was. Like I couldn't feel nothing or anything. I was just deep thawing, and it makes you feel better the next morning. Like you've been done. I'm sure you, Rob and Amy, you both done it. Like you spend the night, you smell like smoke and grease and just nasty miss the next day and you just feel dirty, you're a dirty person. And then, but no, like if you go back, you take a shower, it's like, all right, restart. I'm good to go.
Oh yeah.
It
Get a
like
cup of coffee
rejuvenates
in the
you.
morning.
Nice recharge.
Mhm.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm definitely leaning them way to my buddy. He likes so I'm cooking with my buddy Cotton Barbecue this year, and he likes to sleep on like one of those zero gravity chairs in his trailer, and I'm like, man, I got points. And I mean, this is
You're like, okay, what's Hilton got
it's
here?
not like the
I'll make a
barbecue
call.
yeah, it's not like the places we go or most places around barbecue contests are not like we're not staying at the Ritz. They don't have like the Ritz. Like I'm lucky if there's a Motel 7 or like a Red Roof. Like they left the light on for me. We're going. I don't
I'm pretty
care.
sure there's a Hampton or a Fairfield around you at all times.
Yeah, like I mean, I'm not
And
above kicking
they're nice.
the stripper out or hooker out of her workplace. I'm like, get out of the room. I need a shower and sleep.
How many hours do you need this for?
Yeah.
Oh lordy.
I know how many hours you need for. Hold on, let me check my timer. I guess 5 hours. Bambi needs that room. Tough shit.
Oh.
I know. Sorry, we're not syndicated. But no, I mean, I'm the same way. I mean, bougie. I don't have the funds for the RVs and stuff that some of these teams have, and by all means, I'm definitely salty and jealous. Whenever I see, especially like the weather. But yeah, no, it definitely something about shower, sleeping in like a legit bed. It just that's why they win. I feel like that's why they win. It's not their talent; it's just that they sleep better.
Especially when you go out of like the weather, like at the Royal or something like that, like where it's like really like 20, 30 degrees, and then you get back to the hotel and it's like you're in a nice 60 to 70 degree room. It's like, oh, this is nice.
This is like you get under the sheets, you're like,
Yeah, exactly. You're like, oh, this is so good.
Oh, for sure. No, absolutely. I think that's part of the secret sauce to championship barbecue. That's why Brad does it. He just goes to the hotel. He just hits it, sets it up, goes to the hotel, flies out the next day. He's good.
Yep.
He's good. No. So, all right, along your barbecue journey, like you said, you took a lot of classes. What is something that you look for in like a class? Like, because there's tons of classes out there, and there's tons of amazing classes. There's online classes. What is it? What is it something that like when you were, because classes aren't cheap. When you were looking at taking a class, what is some kind of stuff you're looking for?
I don't know.
Same.
I think now though, we, like I said, we have our own program, and we all kind of almost mimic each other for the most part, even on the drums and in the way we cook. I think more is just like technique, little tips,
like tips and tricks.
Yeah,
it's kind of like,
that's all we care about.
This person uses this to,
I forgot what it was. I'm sure we do it now, but I can't remember what it was. But I think we were sitting in Robbie's class, and I'm like, man, that would save us a good 15 minutes of prep, or something like that.
Save time and
like stuff like that's to me valuable.
Mm-hmm.
Hearing these guys that are like that have been winning, and they have all these little tricks that they do.
Just how they're not making it complicated.
Yeah, and that's really it. Keep it simple.
Yeah, because we've gone through this kind of phase that we're in right now of just trying to not make it so complicated, because you've got every utensil and this and that, and the trailer's just full of stuff, and it's like, just simplify it and stop overthinking it.
And that's having a conversation with Brad, and you know how successful he's been. It's just like, just keep it simple, dude. Don't overthink it.
So tell me about, on that, I kind of want to enhance on that, or expand on that, and enhance. So talk about your first barbecue contest versus your most recent barbecue contest. Tell me your setup at the first one versus your setup at the most recent one.
So the setup for the very first one we did.
Then we have like even the tent was like crappy. It was one of the ones you stick the poles in. You got the string and all that. It wasn't like a regular pop up. So we
Grill Murray, or are you talking about?
both. Like I even think the one that we did at
Well, the very first one we did at Apaka was the first pro one we did. I mean, it was just
like a
it was the cheapest canopy you could possibly get.
Yeah, it takes like 40 minutes to put it up.
Yeah,
you know.
And we had the table, and we had this like little drawer thing. It was just
we had this guy coming by.
I was just
yeah. He's got his phone out and he's like walking by like he's videotaping us. I'm like, dude, you're videotaping.
You were shaking the wrong team. He was trying to be like all selfie. He's like,
yeah, I'm like, oh, dude.
And we're all laughing. We're like,
people.
This guy just really come by and like record us, like trying to either he's making fun of us of like, look at these guys,
yeah,
or
it could have been it. We might be on like
I know maybe we just think too much
like Instagram somewhere.
But yeah, that one it was just. I mean, bare minimum. We didn't, know what we needed. So
we had a Cambro, so that was like a step up.
Yeah, and then we had this little, like I said, drawer thing that we put things in.
Plug the trailer in, hook up the hose,
fit in the AC, and
put 4 drums outside and a table and a Cambro.
Yeah,
so
I'm sure you brought. Were you like me? You brought every seasoning that ever was created.
Back then, yeah.
Back then, yes. Now, no.
I mean, it was like the kitchen sink.
I only what I need to use, and that's it.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's like me. Like I do things in like pre-measured plastic bags now, but like the first comp, I mean, literally, I could have opened up Ace Hardware, but in the barbecue section, like that's how many rubs and sauces I had. Like I look back, and you look back, and you're like, "What the heck was I doing?" And you don't know.
Now, like you said about the pre-measure, I do all my injections that way, so I don't have to take any of those bottles or bags or anything, and then I've last 2 comps, I've actually pulled my foil when I had some spare time here at the house, pulled my foil, folded it up, put it in a 2.5 gallon bag and rib foil, pork foil.
I've done that. I just,
it's one of those things. It's just anything to save time.
Yeah.
No, I'm not hating on it. I'm not hating on it. I'm just like, I haven't done that.
You learn your time is just so valuable, and you can get more stuff.
I actually like hanging out, talking to people, especially the neighbors and stuff like that, versus like, oh, gotta pull foil, gotta do this, gotta do that, and running around. I'm actually enjoying like, hey, what's going on? How's your cook? Just BS some.
Oh, I mean, my peers and the people at the contest I'm at, they're like, when does this guy cook? Like, I'm always like, it's like it's like 10:30, 10:45. I'm walking around talking. They're like, "Didn't you be doing something?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm good. I'll be back when I get back."
I got 15 more minutes. I'm good.
But my favorite thing, I script because I used to cook my ribs really fast, and I would win sometimes, and it would make my friends so mad and then I did it one time and they made a comment. So ever since then, like I would just pretend like I didn't put them on. I'd be like, it's 11, like, oh crap, I forgot to put my ribs on, and I had them on for like 4 hours. And so I love playing. You ever do any of that stuff? You ever do like, psyche, mental warfare on some of your friends? And give me some examples.
No, I don't think I have. No.
No. Maybe we need to.
You need to add that to your repertoire. Like I walk around.
I know. I'm starting to think now. Like this.
Yeah. Once I put my proteins on, I'll walk around with a bottle of bourbon. Like, hey, you need a shot. Come here, because like, I'm from Kentucky, so that stuff's like water to me. So I was like, hey, you need a shot. You need a shot. And they were like, I forgot 2 steps because of you. I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry.
You're like, yeah.
Yeah, you did.
I just moved up a couple.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, anything I can do and still be semi nice, I'll do it. Semi. But no, I love my barbecue beeps. I love, like I'm sure you're like me. You have your little posse and you love seeing, when you guys get calls. It's almost as good as when you get calls, almost. But so when you're picking contests, so is it location, is it trophy, or is it payout that you're looking for, and in which order?
Kind of depends. Like,
Well, since last year, location's been big. We've been in Florida a lot this
Yeah,
year
it's
compared to years past.
But there definitely has been some that we see like the past trophies and we're like, oh my gosh, I would love to have that. Don't even care what the payout and just want that trophy. Like,
Well,
it's really cool.
I think I like some venues better than others. Like
Mhm.
we'll be in Greenwood, South Carolina for a festival.
Discovery Festival.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I just like the little town and everything, you know.
Yeah.
So like that, we've never done good there. We really haven't. I don't think we've ever had a call there, but
No.
we love going every year, you know.
Yeah.
And everybody's there, you know.
Yeah.
So
As can be.
yeah, and it's hot and it's in July.
Absolutely. No, I'm the same way. I mean, I love trophies. I mean, the money's cool. And if you ask my wife, I'll say I only want the money because she's like, you know how expensive this is? I'm like, I know. But honestly, for me, the trophies, I want some trophies behind. I want some cool trophies. And that's high on the list for me.
Mhm.
I will say if the payout don't make sense, then,
Yeah,
then
no.
we won't go. You know,
Sure.
because
I mean, you want at
especially
least
if we got to travel. You know,
it's like a casino. You want at least the illusion that you're going to be able to break even or make a little money on this
Mhm.
thing.
and we don't points chase, so for us, it's like it's not worth like just going to any comp. You know,
Right.
just to get points.
Absolutely. No, I mean it makes a lot of sense. Like I said, it's definitely something like there's some cool like that Bear Burton Invitational they did. It's not a sanctioned one by any means, I don't think, but it's like I know my buddy Bob Moe and all of them go down there and cook it. But like I want to do that. Like I saw pictures of them having like Weber kettles in the ocean.
It was fun.
She's done it.
We
Did
did
you
it
do it?
2 years. Yeah, we did it 2 years ago with it was
Susie.
two girls teams. So it was me, Brooks, Robin, Susie, Sunny, Leslie,
Oh
Turkey
man,
Leslie, and Christy, and
gosh, talk
I
about
feel
some
like
heavy
I'm
guns.
leaving somebody out. No, she didn't.
She canceled.
That's some beast right there.
But it
Yeah.
was, I mean, it was,
Yeah.
it was
Fun.
such a, it was like I had such, FOMO of this past weekend because it was just like, oh, I remember doing that and it was a lot of fun. I mean, it's crazy. You go out and like just being out on the ocean and just, the environment and just like relax and I don't know. It was awesome.
We've been down there over the years anyway, so we know the water and stuff like that and the area. So I was jealous that I couldn't go with her.
But if you ever have a chance to get invited to go to do that,
Yeah,
Oh,
do it.
absolutely. I'm in 1000%.
100% figure out how to do it.
No, well,
'Cause,
that's one of those contests we talked about. Like, who cares if you win? Like, I wouldn't get a rip if I got my name called. I just wanted to go there and do the thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just to be there too. It's just,
I mean,
Like on Sandbar.
yeah.
Yeah, with the heavy gunners you got on your team, though, I would be expecting a call. I mean, good lord, talking about
We
some
did.
road.
Yeah, I think you got a couple.
I think we came in 4th,
Yeah,
and I know I got a 6th place rib call.
Did you say Sunny?
Yes, it's Sunny.
Okay.
And she
Yeah.
was,
old son.
So yeah, it
Exactly.
was a lot of fun. So
Good deal. Yeah,
I
that's
just
a cool.
talked about it again.
We need more
What we do.
KCBS contests like that. I'm excited.
That would be fun.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm excited more. So we all can agree in KCBS, the greatest challenge that we have as we see certain tournaments leaving and contests, not renewing is I feel like the lack of audience or lack of public interest or kind of, bring the public into what we do. And I'm really excited to see kind of what Al Fragoni's doing down there with like the live fire cooking and stuff like that. The live fire and Memphis Amaze picked it up. I think CBA is going to start picking it up, doing a live fire contest. Like I think that's the future of barbecue because it gets people out of their trailers and into the public and kind of interaction with the public. What is your kind of opinion on like you said, the issue that we have with KCBS and stuff like that, getting the public interest into contests, and how do you feel like the live fire aspect of it? Is that something that interests you, or something, or is that something that it's?
I think it's cool. For sure. I know the FPL get started up this year with at the Shed event, and then I think they did Houston. Was it Houston or San Antonio rodeo? So they've got that going, and I think that's going to be something to look forward to in the future. And then I also think, like, to get the public back engaged, I think outside of the normal festivals, we need another TV show again. Something like that. Something along the lines of Barbecue Pitmasters, because I think once what was it took off in 2012 or something like that, and then
Yeah.
the public really got involved with barbecue at that point. And I think we need that again.
You had I call it the moneymaker effect, what they had with Texas Hold'em. You had after that year, Texas Hold'em was everywhere. Same thing with Barbecue Pitmasters. Once you saw Myron Mixon and Mo and all those guys, Tuffy, Harry Sue, I mean that kind of think of how that's launched their career. They went from like relatively average Joes to barbecue superstardom. I mean, and most of them have been relevant in competitions in years. But if anybody asks about competition barbecue, their names are still relevant in that. And it's the same thing with Barbecue USA. That was a fantastic show, and I'm a huge fan of his already as just Iron Chef and whatnot. And you guys got to meet him, which is awesome.
He's awesome, dude.
He's so much fun.
I know. He seems like of all the Iron Chefs, he seems like the one I want to have a beer with the most.
His laugh is so infectious, and he's just that guy. He loves to hang out with you, and you love to hang out with him.
He'll eat an oatmeal cream pie with you.
He did.
I mean, who wouldn't? I wouldn't trust anybody who doesn't eat an oatmeal cream pie. I mean, that's the greatest thing on earth outside of a frozen Reese.
Oh, after all the whole day of barbecue, we were like,
we had some,
and so we just kind of slid whenever he's like, heck yeah, and he's doing our
Well, first I think he goes, no, yeah, I got that.
But yeah, no, it was a lot of fun. I think the whole live fire, having the public just them seeing it, because they can come by at competitions. They'll have public there because they'll have a people's choice, and you have people come by, and you're in an environment where you're on a timeline, and people will come by and want to talk to you, and you try so hard to answer their questions or talk to them while you're doing this, still trying to stay focused and everything. But if you have a live fire, it's more inviting to where you can, they can come up and, you can show them, hey, look, we're doing, this, we're doing that. And look at this cut of meat that we're doing. And, oh, this is how you do it. It's, you have your coals over here, whatever. And it's more, not necessarily hands-on, but you can show them more, and you can spend more time showing them, because it's more of a show than it is. Yeah, it's entertainment essentially, because and I think that definitely is the way it is going, and I think it's a good way that it is going, for sure, a good direction, and I think we need more of them for sure.
I think. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think with Memphis jumping on board is gonna be big. I mean, they always
wait to see.
They draw the crowd. They draw a big crowd. Yeah. So I think that'll be really good for us, for the industry in general.
Because barbecue contests, honestly, if you're not cooking them, they're boring. I mean, I can see how the public aspect of it is terrible.
Unless you got a good band and you're going to draw the people in with a good band or something like that. Then,
at that point though, it's a band versus barbecue. You should it's a barbecue contest should be the primary focus on that stuff. And it's just not that's one thing. The Houston Rodeo, Memphis in May, all these some of these contests they do these live demonstrations and stuff like that. If I'm going to a barbecue contest and I'm not cooking, I want to see that stuff. I want to see somebody doing live demonstrations or something like that.
Exactly.
And I think we need to. I mean, last year, 2 years ago at the KCBS World Invitationals, they started to try to bring let Sunny up and whatnot, and she was doing some demonstrations. And the kids queue, that was the biggest crowd of the whole weekend. The all those little kids with the little Weber grills cooking their stuff. I mean, I watch that stuff. It's fun. I like seeing people cooking outside, and I'm a pyromaniac, so I like fire. So anytime you can put two together, I'm all on board. But
where we're at next weekend is Torrey Island, and this is their third year. So they're bringing in country music acts like Colt Ford, and they brought in, I forget who they brought in last year. but you know, and a few others. And so they got the concert going, but then they got an airboat show.
They have a lot going on.
They got the barbecue, they got the kids queue, but how it's all set up is the public can walk all the way around and see everything.
Yeah.
You know.
Sure.
So I think at
the pig wrestling, like, or trying to catch a pig, grease pig.
And then
There you go.
and then they
My
had
childhood.
vendors and stuff like that. So it'd be, you know, the way I think if promoters and event organizers would just set it up to where people can walk around.
Yeah.
You know, especially like with the live fire, have live fire in the center of all barbecue. You know, then they get a chance to meet other people. You know.
Right. No, absolutely. All right. Well, guys, this is I appreciate the conversation. I feel like I talked to you guys for another. I know we both want some sleep. I said I need I need my beauty sleep. My wife tells me, you know, that sleep's not magic, so it don't do too much for me. I still wake up just as ugly as I am now. But no,
and I made it through without yawning.
I am proud of you, girl, because I was
I pulled it through. Just for you, I pulled it through.
I appreciate that. No, but hey, this is the kind of show. This is the time of show where I like to kind of hit you with little rapid fire questions, quick and easy, and then after this, I'll give you a chance to kind of give a shout to your sponsors, let people know about what you got going on, and we'll close it out. Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Awesome. All right, man. When you're at a barbecue contest, what is something you always have with you, and you cannot say your thermopen or thermometer?
Hot gloves.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
I don't want to burn myself.
All right. If you're in control of making all the goodie bags at a contest, what is one of your favorite things you see in a goodie bag?
Bottle of rum.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what contest are you going to?
The one next weekend.
The one next weekend.
Oh, that's fair. See, for me, I like paper towels. You give me a roll of paper towels, like that's a great. I think that's a great gift bag.
That's like perfect.
Yeah, we've had some unique goodie bags. Yeah.
Or like if you give me a roll of paper towels, or like, you know, smoking short, you get a bag of charcoal. I'm like, dude, that's perfect. That's awesome. You know, I'll take all that.
I'm not gonna lie, I like the bottle of rum. It was good.
It's fair. I know. I'm trying to set the expectations low, but yeah, no, a bottle of rum is definitely up there for sure. All right. So if you guys, we talked about walk-up songs earlier. If you guys are at a contest and you got a walk-up song, what song is playing when Rum Runners takes the stage?
Oh, and we just talked about this.
Yeah, not too long ago.
What was the
We had heard it and like, oh, we should do that. And now I can't remember what it was.
I mean, everybody would probably think like a margarita.
Yeah, something along like
Jimmy Buffett, Margaret.
Yeah.
Or what is that one song? Dang, now I can't. I'm drawing a blank.
Yeah.
All right.
And we did have a conversation not too long ago about that.
I mean, it's like a couple weeks back. Like, yeah.
Because we're like, oh, we need to do a competition where they do a walk-up song, and we're like, oh, what would that be?
So mine's unique. I do Reading Rainbow theme.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Yeah, everybody knows it. Everybody sings along.
I wouldn't mind the Chicago Bulls thing, and that might be the one we were talking about.
Yeah.
Space Jam.
No, Space Jam.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
Something project.
Yeah, something Alan Parsons project.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. Good job. All right, man. If you're gonna have a meet Rushmore, if you could chisel it 4 names into stone that has influenced you or you respect the most in barbecue, who would it be?
Man, that's a tough one. Because there's a lot of people.
I think as far as like definitely
The Shed.
The Shed, Brad and Brooke. They're, because like they've done so much for us, and we're so grateful for them. Gosh, there's just so many good names that, like, so many people that have touched our lives in one way or another, that it's really hard to, because you don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, and you don't want to leave anybody out.
I think Ferg, Sterling, Brad, Leininger.
Well, there you go. There's your 4.
Yeah. So,
I'm gonna cut you off. You got to do
but there's
4.
a lot more.
Yeah,
No,
so
no,
many
that's fine.
more.
No,
you
hey,
know.
Need
we're
a
not
whole
running-
mountain range.
We're not running for political office here. You gotta answer the questions as they're asked. No, I'm kidding. No, I understand. There's a lot of people, I'm sure, that influence your barbecue career or that you look up to in the barbecue community. But it's always fun to kind of see, kind of who. That's the first Brad. We haven't had anybody in the shed. Obviously, some of the other people are know, but he's definitely done a lot for barbecue. All right, last question. If you could, if you could take one meat out of KCBS and replace it with something else, what would it be?
Oh,
Well, you'd probably say pork and say you'd replace it with lamb.
right? Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I don't like pork, so probably
Okay.
pork.
pork would go. Yeah. I like chicken ribs and brisket.
No, maybe I'd probably put turkey, and I like turkey.
Turkey solid. That's
Yeah,
good.
that's pretty fun. Yeah.
All right, fair
You
enough.
can do a lot with it.
Absolutely. All right, guys, this is the kind of show, like I promised you, give a shout out. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to talk about your products, but I definitely want you to give a shout out, let these people know where to find them, and give some sponsors some love.
We've got a rub out on the market, Captain's Choice. It's a good AP rub. You can just DM us, and we don't have a website yet. That's hopefully coming soon. And then we have a sauce, Sunset Peach.
Mhm.
And then as far as our sponsors go, Team Royal Oak. So we're with Royal Oak, Springer Mountain Farms, Live Fire and Smoke. So the Cotton Gin and Travel Fire family.
The shed.
The Shed, Sweet Smoke Q, and I'm sure I'm leaving somebody out. That sharp guy, yeah, it keeps our knives sharp.
There you go. Very
Yeah,
important.
Yes,
very-
very, very, very important.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, guys, thank y'all so much. I truly appreciate you guys having me. It's been a pleasure, and I truly wish y'all the best of luck this year. You're going to be at Memphis in May this year?
Yes. Yep. We'll be with the Shed. Yeah.
Well, definitely. I'll definitely swing by, but you'll have to let me in. We're cooking with some Alabama people this year, so we're excited.
Very
It's
cool.
been my first Memphis in May experience. I live in Tennessee. I haven't been to
Oh.
Memphis in May yet, so I'm definitely looking forward to experiencing all of the stuff and hanging out. So I look forward to seeing you in person.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Same. Yeah. No, you're gonna enjoy it for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, no doubt. But guys, thank you so much for coming on the show. I truly appreciate it. Guys, if you haven't, give these guys a follow and a like, and check out the rub and sauce. I mean, I know it's awesome. I know it's a winner because these guys don't do losing stuff. They wake up in the morning and pee excellence. So make sure you come and check them out. And Rob and Amy, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thanks for
Thank
having
you
us.
for having us.
Absolutely. All right, guys, that's the show. Thank you for hanging out with me and my beautiful self. What some bangers, we had on Rob and Amy. I mean, they are just studs in the barbecue world, and I mean, just great people all around. So it was an honor and a privilege to have them on. And thank you for hanging out with us. If you enjoyed what you saw tonight, make sure you give us a like, subscribe, follow, and we're on all platforms: Spotify, Apple, YouTube. Find us and follow us because I like seeing you guys every week. So that's it, guys. I appreciate it. I gotta go put my kid down. So as always, when it comes to barbecue, make sure you're always right on cue. Oh yeah, shout out. I messed it up. I messed up my own ending. Make sure you check out our sponsors. I want to give a shout out to our sponsors, Smoky Woods Barbecue and Barbecue Bus. They keep our barbecue engines going. And check out Smoky Woods for all your barbecue fuel needs. But once again, like I said, when it comes to barbecue, make sure you're always right on cue. Second time.
That's all, folks.